Namaste, dear students, research scholars, and all faculty members. Since long, I was waiting and working on the topic, and I have communicated with many scholars also regarding the documentation process under UGC NET-JRF, uh, that is University Grants Commission. The examination taken for conducted for eligibility of assistant professorship, admission to PhD only, and under that the first category is for regarding junior research fellowship. You all are very well about that. You are very well knowing all the particulars details regarding this exam. So after qualifying this exam, what are the technical aspects regarding documentation purpose and registering yourself on the SFMP portal or conducted administered by Canara Bank, and the responsibility for the same is given by UGC for maintenance of scholarship and fellowship management portal. So how to register on that particular aspect along with documentation purpose, today we are going in this current video. Today we will discuss the same points. So to easily, I have seen there are on YouTube there are many channels, many videos available discussing the concepts regarding documentation, but to easily understand, so scholars and students can easily understand it, I have considered my journey, my timeline, so you can easily understand it well. So my exam event was UGC NET June 2024. My exam date, the date on which UGC NET JRF exam was conducted was 18th June 2024. See, you all know, as on the same day, due to some unavoidable circumstances, NTA, National Testing Agency, cancelled the exam on the same day night. Okay, so reschedule net, it is an extraordinary situation, not repeating, not repetitive in nature. The exam by NTA was rescheduled, called as ReNet, on 3rd of September 2024. See, this is the whole timeline. So you can get an idea of what duration of regarding uploading of documents, getting the student ID number. So you can approximate, get an idea regarding how much time they are taking. It can be early also. This is not a original timeline that each and every person has to face or follow. To get an idea, I am sharing these details. Third is date of result. My exam was conducted on 3rd September, and the result of same was declared on 17th October. This is the date on which you come to know, students, that have you cleared JRF, or you are eligible for assistant professor, or you have passed in the third category of admission to PhD only. So this date you can know your situation at on which category you are standing, first, second, or third. Then fourth is the date of release of award certificate. In my case, it was 17th October 2024 when I got my result, and I came to know that I have qualified JRF and assistant professor, eligible for assistant professor also. Then fifth date is the generation of student ID. See, a paramount date is generation of student ID. Date of result, the date is declared by National Testing Agency. Then award certificate is released by National Testing Agency along with University Grants Commission, along with the tie-up or something like that. Then student ID is generated. See, this is of paramount importance, student generation of student ID, where your data is passed by NTA to UGC, and from UGC it is passed to SFMP portal. So after generation of student ID, actually you can start the process. See, in JRF also there are two categories. Not in JRF, but you can understand it like that. That first, there is some students have qualified JRF before getting admission to PhD, and some students are of such a category, I can say that first they have got admission in PhD and then they have qualified JRF. You can take example of mine to understand it well. I have registered as a PhD, a full-time PhD on 1st January 2024, and on 17th October 2024 After, we can say, 9.5 months, I have qualified JRF. I have cleared the exam of JRF. So I will be eligible to get the fellowship from the date of result, not from the date of release of award certificate. So from 5 years will be counted from the date of result. You can see in the third point, bold letters, that is 17th October 2024. Up to starting from 17th October 2024, I can get the fellowship maximum for 5 years up to 16th October 2029. That is 5 years from the result date. And after the declaration of result, a candidate has to take admission in any of the university or institute within 3 years from the date of declaration of result. Okay, so if you have qualified JRF and still you have not got an admission under PhD, first and foremost work on your PhD proposal and as early as possible get the admission to PhD. So in this case, your fellowship will be started from, or started for calculation of credit purpose of fellowship will be date of registration. If you have qualified JRF earlier and clear the clearing the PhD process afterwards. In my case, it is second case where I have first registered as a PhD candidate, full-time candidate, and then I have qualified JRF, and then I have registered and working as a full-time research scholar. See, so if you have taken admission and the date of result, you are getting your result, first and foremost step is that meet with the nodal officer. So there will be a doubt, who is a nodal officer? Nodal officer is the person responsible for doing the process of scholarship or fellowship for various schemes available of central government or state government. In each and every university, for colleges, nodal officer is different. Generally, the ID password of nodal officers are with principal of the colleges or institutes or with the guides, respective guides. So, in my case, I have came to know that on 17th October 2024, I have got the result of JRF. So, on the next day, on the same day, I met with my nodal officer and I came to know, I asked them regarding each and every documentation process, and I have make my file ready from the date itself. So your time can be saved in this all process. See, you can see approximate 4 months from 17th October, I've got my result as a JRF candidate, and my student ID generated, this all student ID generation process, and we will discuss in upcoming slides. I've got my student ID generated on 17th February 2025. In this 4 months period, students and scholars, you can start working on your file the file which along with your documents you have to submit to the nodal officer for the JRF processing. Then after I got my student ID, I have initiated registration process on the scholarship and fellowship management portal, SFMP portal, on 8th February, the next day. I was waiting only for my student ID. On the next day, I have initiated registration process on the SFMP portal. It is simple registration, anyone can do if you are qualified for the examination. Then my file was ready. What documents I have to submit I have submitted to the nodal officer, I have discussed in the upcoming slides. My file was submitted to the university nodal officer on 10th February 2025 after generating and registering on the SFMP portal. My nodal officer, after meeting my nodal officer, after my date of declaration of result, she initiated the process and asked me that the process will be start only after you are getting your student ID. Before declaration of student ID, no processes can be done by the nodal officer. In the next point, the data uploaded by university nodal officer, first he or she is in the role of maker, which they enter our details, what documents we are giving to them. 1920 difference is there in 20 or 19 difference is there in each and every university or institution processes. Baki whole over the whole process is same in general. Okay, so my data what which I given in my file was uploaded by the nodal officer in the role of maker. Nodal officer are in two role, maker and checker. Maker who enters our details, and checker is the person who checks our details and give a final submit. On 12th February, the data was uploaded by my university nodal officer. After the university nodal officer uploads your data, the personal data has been approved to be approved by the scholar. I have approved my data on 13th February. I will share each and every screenshot during the whole processes I have came across, so upcoming students or scholar cannot find any kind of difficulties. See, 10th is creation of beneficiary ID, UGC. This process is done by UGC. In my case, it was covered or completed on 15th February 2025. Then, after creation of beneficiary ID, nodal officer has again checked all the details regarding beneficiary ID. And last step in this whole process of registration is students passing all the details and giving a final yes. This is done by University Grants Commission. You will get a tab in which you can follow your progress regarding each and every dates. Okay, so this I actually, in my case, I have written these all dates because I can share with you. Passed by UGC, it was passed by UGC on 21st February 2025. It is a final go. Okay, in then on 7th March, I have cleared all my, I have prepared and ready all my arrears bills submitted with to 7th March 2025. You have to submit bills from 1st to 8th of the next month. Okay, if I am preparing bill for February, I have to give the bills in the next 1st to 8th of the March. Okay, so you can see this, the date is 17th October 2024, which is the date of declaration of result from which I can start my fellowship. Okay, if you are registering late after the result, you can get that fellowship from the date of your registration. Okay, so the latest month was, I have already done this process in February. So the next billing cycle was March. So I have presented all the bills from 17th October 2024 to 20th February 2025. Okay, and on 26th March, you can see a month after a month, probably approximately a month, all arrears amount received start date was from 26th March 2025. I started getting my fellowship amount of this period from 26th March. Okay, and from March 2025, all the regular bills I have placed in, I got my amount approximately in the period of 1 month. Okay, so you can get an idea regarding the timeline from the available data on the screen. You can also take a screenshot for your further steps. Okay, so what documents are to be presented to your nodal officer for processing of your fellowship? You can see in the upcoming slide. Next. If you qualified JRF, you will know the date of the result. It is obvious. First, meet your nodal officer. It is different at universities and colleges. And first, after meeting your nodal officer, take each and every information regarding your process. This video can give an idea. Okay, know the process of all file work from the nodal officer. This is your first step after clearing or qualifying JRF, Junior Research Fellowship. Keep your file ready with following self-attested document. I will also give you the list of which documents I have prepared and kept a file. You can prepare two files, one for uploading or giving to nodal officer and one for your record purpose. So you can give to others peoples also for regarding this fellowship. Keep your file ready with following self-attested document copies. Can differ in different institutes or universities. There is somewhat difference, not all difference. Okay. See, first and foremost, you have to give an application that you are ready or you are wishing to enroll as a junior research fellow at the university or institution. So first an application is to be prepared, along with it joining report and fellow data sheet. See, joining report is same for all universities institution, but fellow data sheet is the sheet which can differ from universities or institute to institute. Okay, all formats are available on Google or internet. You can get it. You have to only write UGC NET-JRF joining report formats. You will get it. Okay. So first, two passport size photos are necessary. Then Aadhaar card, UDID, Aadhaar card. Sorry, you have to be prepared with Aadhaar card. Keep a Xerox, print. Any other government ID, you can keep voter ID card or driving license. PAN card you have to give, because fellowship is a financial matter. You have to also give your PAN card, okay, a Xerox. All following self-attested documents are to be kept under your file. Fifth is a copy of bank passbook mentioning your account number and IFSC code. Sixth is JRF award letter. See, after June 2024 attempt students re-NET examination, the University Grants Commission along with NTA is giving only a single copy, in which it is your award letter, you can say it is your JRF's award certificate. Prior to it, there were two different forms you were getting. Your award letter was different and your JRF certificate was different. From June 2024, it is merged in a single document. So JRF award letter is necessary. Student ID generated screenshot. Okay, the student ID you created by the SFMP portal by the UGC. JRF scorecard, which you will get on the date of declaration of result. Then caste certificate, if applicable, you have qualified or cleared JRF under any kind of caste other than general, like general EWS, SC, ST, or OBC or PWD. You can attach it. You have to attach it along with these certificates. Then PhD registration certificate. See this PhD registration certificate, PhD letter of registration, PhD registration fees receipt, and semester 1 or any of the latest semester fees receipt. See, these four documents are only to be submitted by scholars or student research scholars who have already registered for their PhD. If you are registering newly after qualifying, first you have qualified your JRF examination and then you are getting admission to PhD, then these four documents will not be come under your file. You have to skip these documents. Okay. 14th is the school standard 10 mark sheet. Then 12th HSC mark sheet, school living certificate, copy of school living certificate, then bachelor degree certificate along with all SEM 6 up to from 1 to SEM 6 results, then master's degree certificate with all results you have to keep ready. So these are the documents, okay. You have to make a file of this all copies of these documents and submit it to nodal officer for further processing. In the mean period, in the time period from the date of declaration of result up to release of award certificate or generation of student ID, you can do the process of all this. You can keep your file ready, okay, along with you. See, after declaration of award letter, write on internet or Google, search student ID. You can see on the upper left corner, search student ID. You have to type in the Google and press and enter. You will get this format. First, you have to write, see, this is maintained by Canara Bank. Okay. You can open any account in any of the bank. It is not necessary. You have to open it with Canara Bank. Okay. See, scheme, first you have to select NET-JRF. If it is other scheme, you have to select other scheme. Okay. Then write your name as written on the NET-JRF examination while registration. Okay. See, I have written, for example, but Vishal. After declaration of awards letters, after uploading of award letters, you are getting your award letters. Follow this portal. Until or unless you get your data from this portal, you cannot move further for the process of registration. See, my award certificate was released on 26th December and student ID was generated on 7th February. So from the period of 26th December, more than a period of 1 month, you can see up to 7th February, my data will show no record found, because the process is not done by the UGC or Canara Bank, the both side meeting sites. Okay, after they will upload my data, I will get this message. See, you can see scheme NET-JRF name but Vishal. Okay, and this is my student ID. This is generally the ID you are getting for registration while you are registering for NET-JRF examination. Okay, so I have got my student ID. You can start your process after getting the student ID. Okay, it will take more than 1 month, and if you are considering for the date of declaration of result, it can take from for the period of more than 4 months if you are considering the date of declaration of result. Okay, so during this period you can do your file work, okay, and keep your file ready. Okay, then once your data is submitted on this portal, SFMP portal, your student ID is generated, you can start process for registration on SFMP portal. See, this is the SFMP portal. Okay, you have to write on Google SFMP portal Canara Bank. Okay, first after going to this portal, you have to register yourself. See, you can see on your, you have to click on new user registration. Okay, I will go to next. What details are to be entered while registration? Okay, see, first you have, while register, after clicking on registration, you will get this page. First select your scheme. Our scheme is NET-JRF fellowship. Then student ID. Student ID. Okay, student ID, in my case it was from 240. In your case, if you either I think it would be 250 or something like that. Okay, then date of birth. You have to enter your date of birth. Okay, corresponding you have entered on the registration portal. Then your email ID, enter the email ID which you are using regularly. You can get the notification from the process itself. Okay, then you have to give a captcha code. You have to enter a captcha code. Password will be sent to the above email ID. If you are not using this email ID, kindly get it updated through your university or institute. I already have said you have to keep a regular email ID. Then after entering all these details, first you will get your student ID. You have to enter in this second row. Okay, second row asking the same. Okay, then clicking on registration. Okay, you will get this message from the system: registration successful, and an email containing one time login password is sent to your email ID. You have to log in same, and you can reset your password. Kindly check your email and log in with the password. First it is to be registered on the password provided in the email. You will be asked to change the password immediately after the login. You have to change the password, okay, after login for the first time. Then see, this whole preface you will come to know, you will get after registering. Okay, after registering, first step you have all have to do, you will get your name, the student ID, active status. Okay, this all is pending. Why it is pending? Because this entries will be considered and covered completed by your nodal officer. The data which you are providing in the file to the particular nodal officer. Okay. So first and foremost, after logging in this SFMP portal, you will get your name and student ID. First step is to update Aadhaar card from this step. You can see Aadhaar updation. Okay. You will get an after entering your Aadhaar card number, you will get an OTP on the registered number of Aadhaar card, and you can enter the same, and you can authenticate yourself through Aadhaar authentication, Aadhaar updation status process. Okay, see, after entering Aadhaar card, entering the OTP, you will get on the after registration or entering the detail on Aadhaar card. Okay, then see Aadhaar updation status. Once you will do the process, it will be become seeded, and authenticated and approved will again be done by the nodal officer. Okay, this is first step. After registration, update your Aadhaar card. Okay, then next. See, you will get this data on first step. There are two schedule. You can see home and my profile. This is home. Okay, after clicking my profile, you will get these details. Okay, payment schedule, all the 5 years payment schedule you can see. Okay, other things are not so much importance regarding getting the fellowship. Okay, name of the student and along with it ID. Okay, name and student ID, account IFSC. This is empty because you will give the data to your nodal officer. He or she will enter the same, and then you will get your data. See here the date details entered on 7th February. See the screenshot here. There are no record. Okay, date of result, it is entered by UGC. Okay, so it is there 17th October 2024, after which I can get, as on 17th October or after 17th October I can get the fellowship. Okay, see in the next slide. Yes, now you can see that all the details. After I have submitted my file to the nodal officer, concerned nodal officer, I have the all the entries he or she has done on the portal. You can see name, this was already available, you can see in the previous slide. Okay, you can go back to the YouTube video. Okay, account IFSC already written, along account number with IFSC code, then beneficiary code new, and payment mode account base, date of joining 17th October, date of registration is registration on for PhD is prior to, in my case it is prior 1st January 2024. In some cases it can also be after qualifying JRF. Okay, date of admission along same way as registration date, date of result, and date of commencement is the date from which you are getting the fellowship. Okay, then your mobile number, email ID. Okay, in the next slide you will mobile number, email ID, you have to check it. Stream humanities and social science, university, the ID of your university, my state is Gujarat. Okay, details enter by the ID of nodal officer is mentioned here. Okay, and the details entered on 12th February. Okay, and see, once first in first scenario, first place, you will keep your file ready. Okay, second, you will give your file to nodal officer. Nodal officer, on the basis of data provided by the candidate scholar, will upload the same on SFMP portal after you are registering yourself. Okay, and then you will get all these details. You have to check each and every entry based on your data provided. If any kind of mistake will be there, it will be straightly rejected by the UGC. They will not approve it if any kind of fault is there in your registration details. Okay, meticulously check your details, and after checking each and every details regarding your personal information, you have to approve. See, you can see here, you have to approve, the scholar has to approve the data already entered by the nodal officer. Approve the data so you can move on further process. Okay, then coming to next slide. Yes, see, you can see after login, you can see this monthly payment confirmation status bar, or under which you will see candidate linking status bar, candidate linking with the authorities. Okay, so first one you will start the registration process. Here it is in the first step, it is written scholar initiation. Okay, I have initiated, my ID was created on 7th February. You can see in the first slide, the timeline slide, 17th February, sorry, 7th February 2025. I have initiated my process on the next day, 8th February, and submitted my file along with all necessary documents to my nodal officer. The same entry nodal officer, my nodal officer has entered all the details on the 12th February, okay, which I have to approve, and I have approved on the next day, 13th February, and all the details were transferred through this portal to UGC, University Grants Commission, and my beneficiary code was created on 15th February. Again, the nodal officer has checked all the processes, okay, on 18th February, and finally on 19th February 2025, okay, I have got a final note from the UGC. Okay, and after I have got the final note, see, you can see that my account IFSC code, my beneficiary code, this process, these details will be given after finalization from UGC, and my linking status was written also approved. Okay, Aadhaar card already approved, CDED authenticated and approved. Okay, I have shared the timeline so you can get a basic idea. It can also be done early also. Okay, and if you are finding any kind of fault, there is a online grievance portal maintained by UGC, UGC e Samadhan. You can also post a query if there is a long delay in, for example, for months, if your process is not under consideration. Okay, so next slide we can see, this is the JRF letter, revision of fellowship amount under the UGC fellowship. You can get it from the internet by, or you can see the details or the amount scholars are getting for various kind of fellowships. Okay, I have made it easy in the next slide. Hmm. So if you have qualified JRF for the first 2 years, you will get the amount of junior research fellowship, and in the next remaining tenure of 3 years, you will get a senior research fellowship. Okay, stipend. So your next question will be, sir, what is the stipend? The monthly stipend you will get for 2 years is in the form of JRF junior research fellowship stipend, that is 37,000. It is a revised amount. Okay, as on this date, on the date I am recording the video, in the upcoming years it can also be increased. Okay. See, for SRF senior research fellowship, you will get for the remaining 3 years tenure monthly stipend of 42,000. Second, house rent allowance you will be getting monthly, which is 10%, 20% on 30%. It is again revised HRA allowance. Okay, for category X, Y and Z cities respectively. Okay, in my case, my city is located in Gujarat in a category Y city. Okay, so I am getting 20%. You will ask, sir, 20% is a less percentage, but what of what? 20% is to be calculated on your stipend amount, that is 37,000, and in the case of SRF it is to be calculated on 42,000. Okay, respective your cities. It is the notified for on the income tax website also, CBDT website also. Okay, and third point what we are getting is annual contingency grant for all kind of expenses regarding books, electronic goods, research expenditure, traveling expenditure, conferences, workshop, seminar, registration fees. Okay, this is annual contingency. You will be getting this for 12 months. Okay, 12 months it is 10,000, but it is paid quarterly. Each and every quarter you have to give the format of the bills along with the enclosed bills of your expenditures. And if you are an SRF candidate, you will get 20,500 annual, but the amount is paid quarterly, 5125. Okay. For each month cycle, you have to present the bill in the next month. Okay. Within first to 8 days. So the nodal officer can process your file. Okay. Bill file. Then what you have to give in this billing formats? First one is forwarding letter, which is different from universities and to universities. It is a simple forwarding letter written by your department or institute or colleges to the upward authority or nodal officer for clearing all the dues. Okay, regarding the bill cycle. Then second is continuation certificate. Again, it is a monthly exercise. You have to provide a continuation certificate whether or not the scholar is continuing its process. Then third is HRA certificate regarding the second entry, house rent allowance certificate, under which there are three categories. You will get the copy from all of these on the internet, and add a contingency utilization certificate along with these bills, but not each and every month, only in the quarter ending month. We can say like that. April, May, June. June is the quarter ending month. Then July, August, September. Again in September, means October cycle. Okay, you will give the 3 months quad contingent certificate along with bill. Okay, so this is in short, I have considered the whole process. Okay, if you have any kind of doubts regarding the process, regarding the documentation work, regarding which role who have to perform regard or scholars or the UGC or the nodal officer, if you have any kind of doubt, this I have shared my journey. If you have any kind of doubt regarding the documentation process or any kind of fellowship, you can contact me through the comment section. If you enjoyed and learned new things from this video, don't forget to smile. Thank you all. Thank you from my side. Okay, and you can share any kind of your queries in the comment section. Thank you.